Hey guys, it's Nerdward, and today I want to take you through the Rabona shot tutorial. Now I know there's a lot of other ones of these on YouTube, but I don't really feel like any of those go into too much depth. They just tell you how to perform it, but they don't really tell you how to score from it or how you want to approach it. They just say like how to do it. Now I've actually got a tutorial on that anyway. It's in my new skill moves. I'll put a card up now, but I just want to go into more depth now and tell you how to perform this properly. Now I'm going to show you some combos you can do with this. And at the very end I've got something special I want you guys to see. Okay, so for the first step what you need is a player that has the flat rate. So people like Suarez, Neymar, Turan, Ibrahimovic, Ronaldo, players like that, or else you can't pull it off. That's the first step. You need the flat rate. So if you want to pull this off of your pro player, you're going to need to have the fancy flick straight on. Okay, so for the first step, something I always do when I approach the goal, especially if it's within the area or I'm setting up for a finesse, is I let go of the sprint button. It helps keep the ball closer to your player's feet and it keeps it away from the keeper really. So to set up for the Rabona shot, what you have to do first is just before you take the shot, hold the L2 button and then power up the bar to about 1.5 bars. If it's anything less, it's on the ground. If it's anything more, you just usually won't pull it off. Okay, so the way you want to approach this is you want to sort of do it like you would for a finesse shot. You want to angle your player to one side of the goal. Except now when you do is when you hold L2 button and you power up the shot, you want to aim the shot to the opposite side of the goal. It has to be at like a 45-degree angle from the way the player is facing. So you can see in every shot I do, I'm shooting the opposite direction, not the way I'm facing. That's the important thing here. So I'm going to summarize this out one more time, then I'll show you the combos you can do with this, and at the end I've got a little something special. So remember, you need the flare trait and let go of the sprint button as you approach the goal. Now, what you want to do is approach this like you would for a finesse shot. As you can see there, I'm angling Ronaldo to the right side of the goal. So what I do now is hold L2 button, power up the bar about 1.5 bars, and at the same time shoot on the opposite direction of the goal. And this is the important feature that most people don't seem to get right. You have to aim it at a 45-degree angle away from the way the player is facing. That's one of the most important things here and you can't forget to do that. Okay, so aim your player roughly towards the post inside of the goal around that area. You want to hold the L2 button about now, power up the shot 1.5 bars, aim the opposite direction, and well, you've done it. It really isn't that hard, it doesn't take much practice, you'll get the hang of it pretty quickly. Now, if you feel like you've mastered this shot, and you're a skiller or you just want to embarrass your opponent, well, you can pretty much do this with any trick that keeps the ball on the ground, or you can eventually pull off the Rabona shot after. It's really not that hard. Once you get all the angles right, you know how to use it. It's really not that hard. You can pretty much mix up any combo, and trust me, if you finish the goal like this, you just make your opponent drop the controller and leave. You can do ball rolls before this too, and they usually work really well. I mean, you can also use the ball roll to get past the keeper, as you'll see now, and then just finish off with Rabona. So, just any trick you can think of, there's loads of tricks in the games. As long as you get the angling right, it's pretty much the same, it doesn't take much. Now obviously in a match it's a lot harder to pull off, but that's just the whole point of practicing. You just practice the shot over and over again, and you'll get the hang of it. This part you're about to see here is what I spoke about before. This is a little special thing I wanted to show you guys at the end. And some of you may be aware there is a crossing version of the Rabona, but if you do it right, you can kind of use it as a chip shot. So if any of you want to see a video on this, I'll make it. Just let me know down in the comments.